Hey everybody, Rob coming to you, RCE3 Art. Come to talk to you about Dusk Till Dawn. We have a new set coming out for Flesh and Blood. It was just announced over the weekend. Some of the information for the new set. I'm very excited about this new set coming out. For those of you who don't know, I have recently started playing Flesh and Blood. Not competitively, just kind of casually for fun, but I do have plans to hopefully in the near future start playing competitively. But for now, I'm just kind of going through and learning the game. But I am ecstatic and very excited for this new set called Dusk Till Dawn. Some great looking art, amazing looking art. But I wanted to kind of show you guys something that some stuff that I've seen, maybe some stuff you didn't notice, and maybe some interesting things to think about for this new set that might be hinted at. See, we not only do we get this amazing art, which you can see over on the right side of Prism, who's being having a new card released. That's the young version. We don't know what the adult version will look like, but it has been stated there will be an adult version for Prism. Um, this is looking to be a really cool set. I can't wait for it. I think, in my personal opinion, just playing old card games and even newer ones such as Magic and Pokemon and things, Flesh and Blood's community is starting to really see a dawn, which I think is pretty cool. The way this turned out. You have Dust Till Dawn. The community started to really ramp up over the past several months with Outsiders. We saw and I got to play in the pre-release. We did see a huge number jump in there, and then I think we are seeing a new dawn to Flesh and Blood, a new group of people coming in. Magic the Gathering is starting to struggle. Pokemon is full of people, starting to get hard to get product for them. I think Flesh and Blood has a huge amount of potential, and you can see it in the market if you follow it. How the market just continues to grow. Cards that only before I started playing, which would be back in December, were worth some of them were worth a couple of dollars. Now seeing increases up to 10, 15, or even 20% increases on several different cards. Some even more than that, depending on the current meta. But without further ado, into making this video kind of a short video, I wanted to show you guys some interesting stuff we might be looking at in this. Now, this is the stained glass kind of mural that was released with Dusk Till Dawn on the main page. You can find it there. But there's some really interesting hints in here, and I've done some research to look it over, and there might even be some hints I haven't caught on, but some really cool things in here. So, first off, if you can tell, I'm going to try and zoom in. We have um, what looks to be a very close friend of ours, one of my favorite characters I've been trying to learn how to play, and that looks like Bolton there. So let's pull up a picture of him. Yeah, there we go. so So we have Sir Bolton that you can definitely tell by just the amazing armor, golden armor that he's wearing. You can see the same hairstyle that he has. That's definitely Bolton. Um, so we have some definitely have some Bolton going on right there. That's pretty neat. Let's slide on over. I'm gonna pull us all the way over to the left. And for those of you who've played Flesh and Blood, you might notice this silhouette here, a really familiar and one of the most popular um, decks around. We're seeing Oldhim. So I don't know. Does that mean that Oldhim might get some support in this set, or is it just maybe these type of things, you know, tech decks and things? We never know. You never know what they might throw into some of these. We might get to see some Guardian cards thrown in to this set, especially with the showing of Oldhim here, or it might just be a fun little Easter egg. So the hope is you might get to see a little bit of Oldhim support, but also Oldhim is after this last Pro Tour, which just happened, Oldhim is getting very close to living legend status. He is literally probably only a tournament away. I think many are expecting that he will be completely gone by the end of the year. He'll be a living legend. If you're looking closely, maybe you've missed it as well. There's another hidden character right in this mural. I don't know if you've noticed it yet. Let me see if I can. pull up who it is, and that is Lexi. So Lexi showed a lot of support in the Pro Tour as well. If you haven't noticed where she's at, she's sitting right here. Got the hair and the ponytail right there, and the notable um, bow here, the Volturi the strikes twice, I believe is what it's called. You can tell by her armor that's definitely her, and you can you can tell by the way the shoulder pads are and the hairstyle. That is definitely Lexi right there. Now I don't see a whole lot of other people here. I was curious about this person in green, if that's another little Easter egg, but I looked around. I can't seem to figure out who that might be. Maybe some people in the lore might know a little more than me, but but we're gonna go over to the primary the primary stained glass window here, and we have a couple people that might be interesting to speculate on. So we have Dorinthia, which is probably the obvious one. Red cape, sword, long hair. Obviously, her. She wearing the shoulder pads that come down. You know, single sword, single blade. Do see this person in blue. Now I looked around. I couldn't really find anybody who I thought might be that, but that could possibly um, be someone. I'm not sure. I couldn't find anybody who I thought fell within that style of clothing. Another person to direct you to, obviously, this is probably going to be Prism right here in the middle. Out of everyone else here, it's the only one with the face looking towards us. So, you know, everybody's kind of walking towards Solteri, you know, the primary castle here, or library, I believe is what it is. This person right here, now, I have a little speculation on who this might be. Now, obviously, I would love to see other characters revealed in this set, just like last time we did have um, multiple characters in the previous set in Outsiders. So I'm hoping that the spoilers are going to show maybe another couple characters that we could see get a little bit of love, and I'm hoping Dorinthia is one of them. I definitely like Dorinthia. I definitely like the Warriors a lot. Bolton and Dorinthia are both really cool, fun characters to play, but just not quite in that viability to push heavily into the tournaments yet. They both have good decks and are good to play, but so far I haven't seen anything that would really push them over. But this character right here, so I've done a little research. I really think it's Shiana. Now, I was thinking it might just be the generic girl on the illusionist cards. I forgot what her actual name is in the lore, but just by the fact that her hair is wavy and not straight like the Phantasm character is, because as you can tell, straight tends to have these points, while the wavy obviously does not. I mean, other than the hair and you know the kind of cape coming down, Shiana doesn't really have a cape, but she does kind of have this kind of fold coming off her arm. So, and I like in her wavy hair. So I'm really curious if this might be her. We might get to see a little bit of Shiana in this set. Maybe some cards to go with her. I don't know. Other things that are really notable here on this stained glass window, I'll bring you up to the top, is if you didn't notice the 8 heralds. Now, at first I think people might have thought these are the archangels, but actually these are the heralds. So if I can find where I've got them, there we go. So pulling out the heralds, we have the herald of erudition, which you can see right here, and then the herald of judgment, which you can see right here, and then the herald of triumph, which you'll see right here. And you can see pretty much every herald. So there's 8 in total. There's 4 on this side and 4 on the other side. So interesting stuff to look at. There's a lot of really neat things to look at in this stained glass window. I'm sure there's a couple other things. In fact, I believe there was one that I thought was really neat. If if I can find where I had it at. Um, but the see if I can find it. A really neat Easter egg in this was actually right here. There is a red-haired warrior. I really expect that to be I forget what her name was, but she is revealed in several cards as a red-haired warrior on the group um, with Bolton. There's some other cool little Easter eggs that are kind of hidden out as well. I believe this is this wizard type fellow here is wearing one of the legendary items, the soul armor. Um, see what else we got. There's some other. I'm sure there's many more Easter eggs I'm not catching, but those are the primary ones I'm doing. So comment down below if you think that they're going to introduce any more stranger changes to anything. If we're going to see maybe some additional help for Dorinthia, and maybe even some some additional interesting fun stuff to see with some of these other characters like Shiana. Um, I know at one point I was thinking, and it's the reason why you saw it, I thought maybe one of these was the librarian, but I could not really point that out. So, but in the end, very cool. I love the Easter eggs. I love the fact that they and the look of this stained glass window is just amazing. It's going to be amazing box art. But I'm curious if what in the comments. What do you guys think? Do you think that they're going to add a little bit of extra stuff, kind of giving us a hint of what's going to happen, or if it's just part of the lore? If this is just going to be a whole lore section, and we're just kind of seeing a glimpse in time, and the fact that Oldham and Lexi are there to observe what's going to happen with the Herald and the Archangels. So, um, thanks a lot, everybody. Please feel free to subscribe. I plan on trying to do more Flesh and Blood videos from this point forward. Kind of shifting gears off Dragon Ball as the um, Dragon Ball market's starting to dry up, starting to get kind of tough to pick up cards that and keep on going with it. So I'm kind of shifting gears to Flesh and Blood just because I have a new passion and enjoyment out of this. So feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, hit the bell for when we send out another one. And thanks everybody, and have a good rest of your day.